Hey guys, today I want to talk about the third of the three qualities that Sherlock said are possessed by the ideal detective, and this quality is knowledge. Now, as you already know, knowledge is simply information you have stored in your memory. You may have acquired it through experience or, reading a book. It doesn't really matter, as long as it's information stored in your memory. Now, where Sherlock differs from most people is that he's very particular about what knowledge he acquires. He only acquires knowledge that he thinks is going to be relevant to him. Whereas most people know a little bit about various things, Sherlock knows everything, tries to know everything there is to know about crime, about solving crimes, about anything that is relevant to his work, while he knows very little about anything else. This was evidenced in a Sherlock Holmes story in which Watson was surprised to find out that Sherlock didn't know that the Earth revolved around the sun. And to most people, that seems very strange. How could you not know this? Watson was surprised. He's like, how can you not know this? It's the solar system. And Sherlock's point was, what does it matter? Whether the Earth revolves around the sun, it makes no difference to what he does. What Sherlock does is solve crimes. The Earth going around the sun is completely irrelevant information. Sherlock is able to remove useless information from his mind and focus on only the things that are important to him. So this is where Sherlock differs from most people. Most people, as Sherlock put it, he said he thinks a person's brain is like an attic, and you can put furniture in this attic. A foolish person will take in every piece of furniture they find, every scrap of wood, anything, until what they need to get to is lost amongst everything else. Whereas he prefers to keep his attic neat and organized with only the information that is relevant to what he does. And that's the key to the way Sherlock works. He knows as much as there is to know about what he needs to know. Now, in real life, it's not thought that you can run out of space in your mind for things. However, you do have a limited amount of time and effort that you can focus on learning and memorizing knowledge. So it's key that you focus on learning and memorizing knowledge that is relevant to whatever it is you do. So, for example, if you are, a doctor, you'll want to know everything there is to know about medicine. However, how to produce a hit single is completely irrelevant to what you do. If you're a musician, though, knowing how to produce a hit single is probably important, but knowing how to perform triple bypass surgery on someone is probably not going to be relevant information. So that's the key. Know what it is that you need to know to do the things that you want to do. The problem most people have, I think, is that either they have knowledge that is useless to them, or they do things when they're not nearly educated enough to do them. I mean, not to get political, but people, go out and vote without having any knowledge of politics or about most things, and it's their right to do so, but that doesn't mean that it's a smart thing to do, to go. I mean, you've seen some people don't know who the president is, some people don't know what a senator's job is, yet they go and elect these people. This is an example of where they need to become more educated in order for them to do these things well. So that's it for this brief summary of how Sherlock uses knowledge. Well, one more thing. Sherlock had a map-like memorization of the layout of the streets and various locations in London, because that's where he operated. I think that's another thing that demonstrates how knowledge that's important, that's relevant to you, is what's important here. Unless you live in London, having a map-like layout of the streets of London in your mind is probably not going to come in handy. However, having a map-like layout of the streets of your particular town, that could be very relevant information. So that's an example of how Sherlock would have, if Sherlock were here, he would be encouraging you to focus on your area of expertise, focus on what it is you do, and learn as much as you can about those things. So, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. In the next video, I hope to get started in some basic deductions that I can teach you guys. And that's about it. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.